Due to its proximity to the Earth, the Moon is one of the bodies that is most researched. It is amazing. However, about the recent Chinese discoveries about the Moon. What has China discovered about the Moon, and how is the truth finally coming out now? Watch this video to find out what information China recently revealed about the Moon. Welcome to my channel, Historical Studies. Before diving into the mysteries of history, there is a small reminder. If you are really interested in this kind of information, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon if you don't want to miss out on our new videos. China's space program history. The history of China's space program is extensive and complex, spanning more than 60 years, and it began in the 1950s. In order to protect itself and gain respect from other nations, China also wanted to develop its own nuclear and missile capabilities. In the 1950s, China started to create its first ballistic missile and rocket programs with help from the Soviet Union. China had to pursue its own route to space when the partnership came to a stop in the 1960s as a result of political differences. In 1970, China became the fifth nation to launch its own satellite, Dongfang. Beginning in the late 1960s, China's human spaceflight program experienced numerous challenges and failures because of economic and political instability. It was not until 2003 that China sent its first astronaut, Yang Liwei, into orbit aboard the Shenzhou 5 spacecraft, making China the third country to achieve human spaceflight independently. Chang'e 1 mission. China's plans to explore the Moon reached a crucial turning point with the Chang'e 1 mission. It was China's first lunar probe when it was launched in 2007, and its success opened the door for more lunar missions. With a resolution of 120 meters, the mission was able to effectively acquire photographs of the whole Moon's surface. This was essential for planning future lunar missions as well as for scientific research. Chang'e 1 was able to find and examine every element on the lunar surface. This helped researchers to understand the Moon's origin and geological history by revealing important details about the Moon's composition. In addition to studying the Moon's topographical features, Chang'e 1 was important in examining and recording the space environment between Earth and the Moon. Chang'e 2 mission. As a continuation of the Chang'e 2 mission, Chang'e 2 was tasked with more refined objectives and was equipped with advanced technologies to accomplish them. One of the significant tasks assigned to Chang'e 2 was to prepare for a soft lunar landing for future missions. It provided high-resolution imaging of the proposed landing sites. The camera's resolution, which was roughly 7 meters, produced detailed photographs of the Moon's surface. These made it easier to figure out the Moon's age in specific places. One area of special focus for Chang'e 2 was the South Pole Aitken Basin, one of the largest known impact basins in the solar system. It is crucial to understand this area because it reveals ancient lunar crust and may offer a view into the Moon's mantle. Preliminary data from Chang'e 2 indicated various differences across the basin, hinting at a complex history of impacts and volcanic activity. Using its X-ray and gamma-ray spectrometers, Chang'e 2 examined the Moon's elemental composition. It confirmed data from Chang'e 1 about the distribution of elements like magnesium, aluminum, silicon, calcium, titanium, and iron. Chang'e 3 mission. Lunar exploration made another big step forward with China's Chang'e 3 mission. China's first effort to land a spacecraft on an extraterrestrial body was Chang'e 3, which featured a lunar lander and a rover. One of the major seas or basaltic plains on the Moon, Mare Imbrium, is where this landed. Because of its general flatness, which improves the likelihood of a successful landing, this area was selected. Studying the composition of the lunar surface near the landing site was one of the main goals of the Chang'e 3 mission. The rover supplied full details about the elements and minerals present using its onboard instruments. It was discovered that minerals including magnesium, aluminum, silicon, potassium, and sodium were rich in the landing zone. Additionally, there were traces of titanium and chromium, providing further evidence of the region's complex geology and past. It was able to take extensive pictures of the lunar surface thanks to cameras. These visuals helped scientists to study the morphology and structure of the lunar and determine the best areas for further study. Chang'e 4 mission. The Chang'e 4 mission, with its intended destination of the dark or far side of the moon, has been one of the most important lunar expeditions in recent years. This part had never been previously explored at the surface level by any other nation. Understanding the topographical and mineral differences between the near and far sides of the moon was Chang'e 4's main goal. The Chang'e 4 lander was accompanied by the Yutu-2 rover, which provided excellent surface photos and data. In a miniature biosphere experiment, Chang'e 4 carried seeds of cotton, rapeseed, and potatoes, as well as fruit fly eggs and yeast. The plan was to see if a small biosphere could survive on the moon. The cotton seeds were said to have grown at first, marking the first known instance of biological growth on the moon. However, the plants did not last very long. Chang'e 5 mission. The Chang'e 5 mission was launched by China in 2020 with the primary goal of returning lunar samples to Earth, which was accomplished. The samples retrieved were found to be relatively young, approximately 2 billion years old. This finding is important because it provides insight into the activities that took place in the moon's history. Moreover, conducting experiments on Earth allows for repeatability in various labs, and the samples can be preserved for future generations to study, using potentially more advanced technologies. Oceanus Procellarum, also referred to as the Ocean of Storms, was the location of Chang'e 5's landed. The northwest corner of the moon has a dark gray area that can be seen from Earth. Specifically, the spacecraft landed near Mons Rumker, a 70-kilometer wide mound. This site was chosen because it was believed to house young rocks and soil, the result of a significant volcanic event that concealed the original surface. The samples from this location that were examined on Earth were discovered to be roughly 2 billion years old. The samples that NASA's Apollo astronauts brought back, which ranged in age from 3.1 to 4.4 billion years, were far older. Following its primary mission, Chang'e 5 embarked on an extended mission. It first went to the Sun-Earth Lagrange Point 1, or L1, where the gravitational pulls of the Sun and the Earth are balanced, allowing spacecraft to stay stable for a long time. After conducting technology testing at L1, Chang'e 5 returned to the Moon and entered a distant retrograde orbit, or DRO, to test technologies for upcoming Chinese missions. Guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comment section. Let's meet again with another interesting video.